Okay, it's been a couple of weeks since you folk have dealt with the vampire issue, gone through the appropriate channels, through the police, and surprisingly enough, when you all thought they're not going to believe us, um, they seem to take it in their stride. This new age of super beings and weird stuff. They expect something like that. So you are thanked by the city. Um, you have got your pictures, the name of your group, which I'm not sure what it is, but yeah. Um, you can make it up if you want to. I just made one up. I can't remember what I called you guys. Metaphor or something. That was when there were four of you in the group. Um, but there's sort of four people, and you've got a sort of a reserve member in Quickshot. So the other thing is that a group have come forth, and the group are known as the Concerned Businessmen for Progress Honouring the Past, or otherwise known as the CBPHP, and they're an organisation of established small businessmen who obviously want to progress, but they also want to remember where they've come from and honour that. And unlike the strip malls and all the other bits and pieces, they still have very much a family focus. So this group has decided to invite you. They would like to know if they could establish a small central location, a headquarters or whatever, and they'd be happy to pay for most of it. So you would have a recognised location in the city somewhere from which to work from.
Does it have a pool?
Well, they haven't sort of done much yet, but they just want to know first of all whether you would be interested. Is their first point.
So my only no, I wouldn't even give a damn. I must admit, ducks in the pond are kind of, starting to really, crap on me in the middle of the night.
Does it come with a stock bar?
So much. Yeah, I love
want to
that.
know if there are
Given that I'm
any
sitting here
strings
with
attached.
a liter and a half
No,
bottle of
there's no strings.
grumpy.
These just got basically. They say it would be good for their business to be associated with you. There are no strings attached. They don't expect you to do anything for them. They want to show their support for the good work that you're doing. If they have anything, they'd request, and if you can, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. There are no strings attached because they have no idea what you're going to face. Yeah, so it's entirely up to you whether you accept or
my
not to join
character
this.
is going to want it in
Wait,
writing.
what was their group? Sorry.
Concerned businessmen,
CBs.
and you've always got this one woman, this old Italian woman, who says, "And businesswoman for progress honouring the past." So she's an old nonna from somewhere, and she looks like a lady you don't want to mess with. But yeah.
By any chance is Evan Mystic on their side as well?
Well, you don't know that much about each other yet, do you?
Oh, we don't. We do not know
No.
a lot about each other.
Yeah.
But
I am more than happy with that. I'm happy with that. Where would it? Well, which part of town would it be in?
Well, they've got two possible locations, and they're happy, Mystic, to have it all in writing. That's not a problem. They don't say they
I was
own
about
you
to say my character will arrange for a high powered, lawyer to go over any contract that we set up with these people.
That's all cool. So the places that they offer, they've got a location in Colgate Heights, which is over on the east side of the town, and the other one is a location on the sort of the edge of West Village Bayside over here, to the far left and north part near the Queen's River. So those are the two locations basically, one in the Uptown Island, one on the Midtown Island. But in the Uptown Island you're actually on the fringe, you're away from a lot of stuff, in businesses and that sort of stuff, but it's a good location because it means should you have a fight nearby you're not going to do much damage to a lot of stuff, whereas the Colgate Heights is in a area of shops slash homes, some low-level apartment buildings. It is in the centre of a town sort of thing. Entirely up to you where you want to go with this.
What one's got nearest waterway access?
Probably the one up by Queen's River.
Oh, that one there for me. That's my.
You've got a whole river to swim in.
Get around town.
It honestly doesn't make a huge difference to me.
Mm-hmm.
If there's food provided, that would be amazing though.
Well, they need to know a location first, and then they can offer you what amenities they think they can afford, and yeah. Obviously the rent would be lower in Colgate Heights, which means the appointment would be better.
Colgate Heights.
Okay.
So the one by the Queens River, is that the one that's more away from businesses and stuff you said?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. That's my vote then.
Okay, we got 2 for sort of West Village Bayside, 1 for Colgate Heights. What is Ebon Mystic going for?
Okay, question.
Yes.
The one with the water access is where?
Sorry,
Queen's
right up here.
Oh, you're gonna have to tell me. Is it the same
Uptown.
one?
There you
Okay,
go.
Uptown.
Yeah, up here.
All right. And it's how many
Billy
votes
Joel.
for that one?
2 at the moment.
Votes for that, and 1 vote for what? What was
Col-
the other
Colgate
one?
Heights.
The cheaper place so we get food.
Colgate Heights.
Okay. All right, we're going with the one with the waterway,
Okay.
and there will be a anonymous underwriter for
Oh,
our
okay.
group, along with the because these guys are just providing us with the hideout, right?
The headquarters, and they're going to see what they can provide for you. Yeah.
Okay. There will be an anonymous underwriter
Right.
that will contact the group, who will supply them, who was willing to supply them with additional
Funds.
funds,
Awesome.
operating funds.
Okay.
Cough.
Cough, cough. Okay, so if you guys can zoom in, you'll see a place called Clark Street.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I managed to close it. That'll teach me.
That's okay. I'll just zoom us all in there.
Right.
So yeah, Clark Street. So your place, so to speak, for want of a better word, if this works properly, is sort of in here like that with that red thing. So it's halfway between West Sidle and West Travis Street on Clark Street on the other side, so it's the river side. So it's sort of park slash wilderness marginal area. There's some old warehouses there closer to the wharfs. There's a very rundown park, and there's an old returned veterans establishment. So they're prepared to use those buildings as it's the cheapest option they could find. So that means you would have like a large hall, a couple of small offices. They could section it up however you feel you need it to be sectioned up. It's probably got it would all be probably 1 level tall. If you wanted to build some sort of tower or anything, you could put in whatever equipment you felt you need. all that sort of stuff for your HQ. Yeah.
Currently, how public have they been about all this, wanting to make this?
Well, it hasn't gone public yet. It's
Okay.
when you guys decide, you guys have a look. I mean, as I said, it's away from a lot of stuff, which is a safety factor, which is great. But it is pretty run down.
I have a few major questions, Steve.
Hmm.
A, where's the nearest bottle shop?
Oh,
You don't want to do that, remember?
Um,
But you
B,
would
want
find
to,
you would probably find one a few streets away.
okay. B, where is the next, the closest police station?
It's still up here in Pacific Street on that side. You do have. Where are you? Where are you? Because I did put one in here. Hang on a second.
We need to get a radio or something.
Oh, sorry, no. It's down in Midtown, the nearest, the major headquarters. So yeah, so they would probably have something near the middle. So I'm sort of thinking somewhere like over here by Orange Street.
Aye.
I'll just point you to it. Get you to it. Give me a second. Yep. There. Yeah. But as I said, the Pacific Street one would be closer. But it's the main one for that side of the town. South Point would probably have another police headquarters, given that is rife with a whole lot of not so great stuff. And then if you travel down to Midtown, you'd see the Silver City Police headquarters, and then of course there'd be one near the Narrows where the asylum is. All you Batman fans. No, this is really Silver City. It's got nothing to do with that Gotham place. Yeah. Any other questions? The area over where they are suggesting they can get over there, as I said, it's low rent apartments, some street shops. It's more accommodation area than anything else. There might be a school nearby or something. Perhaps some sweatshops sort of type, sewing rooms and all that sort of stuff that they put people to work in, and all that sort of, well, they don't put them in, but it's, very bad pay for lots of work, that sort of stuff. So all that sort of stuff would be there. So yeah, so and now they can afford to pay for your using that building, and some of the basic updating. So like, if you need I don't know, cable or not Wi-Fi.
Where
I mean,
where
Wi-Fi
does
would
the
be useful.
Yeah.
where does their contribution end?
Basically, they can get the halls for you. They can put us some basic superstructure. So, make sure the toilets work. Make sure there's electricity. That you got a phone line at least going in. You might not have a computer line going in.
Okay.
But just making sure, and it's lockable. There'd be a sort of a basic security system in there.
I'll get upgraded.
So yeah, it would be all pretty basic.
Okay. Well, let's just say that the anonymous underwriter
Mm-hmm.
will take over the costs that are not covered initially by these business people.
Okay. So
So
yep, then it depends on
upgrades
what you
to
guys
the
want.
facility, security, living, furnishings, things of that nature.
Yep.
Anything that's not covered by them that we require will be undersigned by this anonymous donor.
Okay.
Food
no-
and beer.
Food.
A
Food.
weekly allowance?
Food.
Actually, yeah, a stipend, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Can you please make a test with advantage? So
I
that
shall do
means
so.
3d6, and you've got to get a 5 or a
D6.
6. Yep. 3d6, and you've got to get a
Right.
5 or 6 on one of them.
I believe I probably got at least one.
You
Yep.
got a
Yep.
5 and a
You got
6.
5 or 6. Okay.
I got
Yes,
5
you,
and a
you,
6.
you, the undisclosed benefactor has sufficient liquid assets to be able to do this. So you guys might want to make a list of what you potentially want in a. I mean, obviously not sky high, but you know, what are some of the basic things you think would be most appropriate? Yeah.
The first thing will be looked into is upgrading our security,
Yep.
so
So what
nobody
sort
can
of
just walk in.
Yep. So what sort of security are you looking for?
I'm
Are
looking
you
bio.
biosecurity?
I'm looking bio.
Okay.
yeah.
So handprints, retina scans, that sort of thing.
Well, it depends. Does our water-based nymphs have
She has none of those.
epidermals? Yeah, so it would
Really?
probably be more genetics.
Genetic. Okay. Genetic. Cool. Okay. Graviton says AC might be good, and yep, heating and warming would be great. But I think that's something the businessmen could probably, unless that's you meant that AC means something else, Zuki.
Nope, just
No.
regular AC would be
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, the businessmen could probably afford to do the heating and
I
the
think they can handle
cooling. Yep. Okay. So
It's a
good
big
AC
building.
unit.
it is.
Think about those summers.
Yeah. So Kulak thinks a gym would be useful.
Yep.
So are you talking
It's
about
gonna have to be a heavy duty gym. I'm gonna need a solid concrete punching bag that can hopefully survive a while.
or just a whole lot of punching bags? So in the gym, are we talking about just like weights, just an average normal gym, or gym that has some sort of mild super science with it, like magnetic weights that like you increase the magnetic or the
Sounds
attraction, and it increases the lift that you have to use? What
Is
sort
there
of
gravity pads?
Not really gravity pads. It'd be
If you need gravity, I mean,
yeah.
Yep.
You've got the guy right there. He could do all that for you. But
Okay,
it's
he can
like-
practice his
I
powers
think
like.
what you're looking for is something that will adjust its density to
Yeah.
what you need for your for your exercise. Not so
Yeah,
much
so-
gravity, but density.
Yeah, something like that. So, are you looking for just a whole selection of weights and then some ridiculously super big weights, or are you looking for something that's a little bit more technical?
I'm looking for pretty much a weight set that I can use to actually work
Okay.
out with, rather than these standard weight sets that are about which I can throw a quarter mile.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he would need something that will adjust the density of his weights as he exercises
I'll
and
put
builds
him
up his
his
strength.
Yeah, I'll put him down as density weights in the gym. Yep. Anything else anyone needs in the gym for anything in particular? Are you going to want to like have a sort of a
Is there a holographic trainer?
You could do all that if you want to. A danger room.
Yep, danger room. So force field with hologram to make it a solid projection that I can beat the living crap out of, or get the crap beat out of me. Bye.
Yeah.
So
So
that's a good a training room
Training
would be
room?
a good idea.
yeah, that would be good.
training room. Do you want a medical room, like for
Midday.
med bay of
Yeah,
some
that
sort?
probably
That'd
pay.
probably be worth it.
Can I get a back to tank?
don't think they exist at the moment.
Not quite. No. No.
That's
We-
a wrong
Research and development.
We need some form
Oh
of
yes,
chamber
R&D, R&D, a computer room, R&D.
that can bless Abyss to turn Abyss
lab-
into holy
lab-
water.
university.
Not
Free
quite.
stockpile.
Yeah. Sorry, Tara. I got computer.
Said an R&D, a lab room, a computer room. Those
Yeah.
are definite.
Yep. Okay. Thinking probably like your own individual quarters and like a meeting room would be appropriate.
Yeah. And a comms room. A
Rooms.
comms room that also doubles as a surveillance room
And a
that
bat
can
cave.
basically that can basically piggyback off of various satellites
Yep.
around the world.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, I'm sure this benefactor
said
probably
comms room,
owns a satellite company of some sort.
Okay, so one of them can provide that then.
That's cool. Yeah. So the list at the moment, guys, is your security. You want some sort of genetic biological sort of type security.
With a full camera system around the property.
Yep. Camera. Do you want any other defenses? Like, do you want to like harden your headquarters, or do you want like stunners, or what sort of defense type stuff? You've got surveillance, but what
A
sort
passive what's the word I'm looking for? Turret system. Passive. What I mean by
Warning,
passive.
you are trespassing. Get the fuck off our lawn, asshole.
Yeah, let's not go with the
I feel like that's a
Batman
very
and Robin
obvious.
version of
Can Kulak
Yeah.
voice them?
Yeah,
Was it Batman or Robin? Was it Batman Returns? The one where Robin came downstairs and all it did was a warning, intruder alert, warning, intruder alert, as the Batmobile comes up out of the thing. I'm like, what the fuck? This is
Yeah.
your defense. This is your security. Hey, you shouldn't be here. By the way, this is the Batcave. God.
So, what I'm going to suggest, guys, is this. If everyone is... I'm going to assign XP values. You're going to have to decide whether you want to... Some of it is easily bought, some of it is going to have to be bought with XP. So I'm going to be making up a power. So if everyone's happy to put in XP for your passive deterrent, what it's going to do is, if the alarm is switched on, or if it's activated, out to about 20 to 30 feet away from the building, which is like still your site, it will produce a pulse, and there will be a low sonic pulse which will in turn, if people don't save, make them feel sick and incapacitate them until they move out of that field.
Like it. Yeah.
Does that sound
Yeah.
okay?
Sounds good.
Yep.
That sounds good.
So
Exactly
if
the
everyone
kind
is
of thing I was
happy
looking
to chuck in 1 XP, that's your
I can do
system.
that.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. So the density weights,
I
I'm going
chuck-
to say
Can I
abort.
can I
Yep.
chuck in 2 XP so the person whose XP is already pretty low and hasn't been able to do anything doesn't have to?
Entirely up to you.
Okay, then I'll chuck in 2, and the person whose XP, the new guy,
Zuki.
you don't
yep.
have to put anything
Graviton. Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
in. Graviton.
Cool. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Okay. Now the last thing, just want to know, do you want some sort of special vehicle that can get to places quicker?
That was my next thing. I was going to
Oh,
say
yep.
a garage.
Garage?
A garage that also that will allow us to also have aquatic access as well.
Okay, so access.
And oh yeah, we're going to need a helipad of some sort.
Helipad, or
Probably
do you want
one of those internal ones. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Do you want a
Uh, the-
helipad,
the-
or would you prefer to have something? I don't know if you've seen the latest cars that are coming onto Toyota, but they're basically a large drone car. They've like got 4 drone engines in
The
them.
Fantastic car, like the Fantastic
Similar
car?
to, yeah. So it'd
Yeah.
be that sort
Yeah.
of thing,
So, yeah, I'm
and
down
you'd
with
have
that.
you'd have like 5 of them, one for each team member.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, and make it so that they can join together like Voltron.
gonna add
Not
some
like Voltron,
complications.
not turn
Yeah.
into a robot, but I'm saying that they can connect. So we
Connect, so they have one
travel
unit.
together
Yeah.
at the
So you
same
got
time.
one unit. Yep.
Yeah.
So you have a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a significantly cheaper request.
Yep.
Can I have a small
Cheaper.
detective room
A small what?
just
Sorry.
for stuff like detective, like running prints or
Oh
blood
yeah,
samples?
yeah, yeah. So
just that kind
That
of
would
stuff.
be the lab. That would be the lab.
because you got a lab room.
Yeah.
I'd like a separate
Yeah.
small room, maybe to the side of it then.
For
Okay.
yourself.
Yeet.
Sure.
Can I have one of those full hydro pressure shower, like jet showers next to the gym?
Entirely up to you.
Shower? You want to shower next to the gym? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's share after the gym. Yeah.
Kulak's simple, okay?
Yeah, I
He
think-
likes food, beer,
I-
fighting, shower, and gym.
I think you could have a shower next to the gym. I think
I
we
want a
could,
really
we could
nice,
spring.
Really
expensive one,
powerful.
okay?
Yeah.
I've been washing in the river, in the lake.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Basically, I
Ew.
want a room so I'm not making
In
the
the
lab
water
look
elemental.
like
You make
Oh.
so you're making a room. So what? Sorry.
this, so that the lab doesn't look like the GIF I just sent.
Oh, that one. That's quite cool
That crashed my Discord.
though.
Yay, Discord.
That's cool though. Pete Saliva or Sylvia or something, or Pepe
Sylvia.
Sylvia. Okay,
Oh.
cool.
Jumped out.
Who jumped out?
No, I reloaded my Discord.
Oh, you
so I
came
can
back.
see what-
Okay, that's
Ah,
cool.
okay.
Cool. Okay, so this is what we've got. You've got cameras all over the place. Your security is biogenetic. You have a passive deterrent with like a sonic wave that issues forth to about 30 feet away from the building. You have density weights in the gym and whatever else you need in the gym that's more standard. You have a training room which has holograms and sort of small force fields to give it a sort of the tactileness that you're wanting. You have a med bay. You have for R&D you've got a computer room which would appropriately be attached to various lines in and out or whatever. You have a lab room, a main lab room and a separate lab room, a smaller one. You will have individual rooms. You have a meeting room. You have a comms/surveillance room. You have a garage which gives you access to the river, as well as each one of you will have a small whatever you probably you'll name it like the name after your name of your team or something, like the Fantastic have the Fantastic car. You might have whatever you're going to call yourselves, the something car. Anything else? I think you've done pretty well there. I think that's covered most of it for the moment.
Yeah, we also need a communal room. I'd like something a la Teen Titans.
Okay, communal room.
With
So
the 100-inch TV and PlayStation.
yeah,
Yeah.
communal,
Oh, damn
communal
straight.
rec room. Okay, cool.
Open
Yeah.
concept with a kitchen.
Yep. No, it's got all that kitchen and everything included. Yeah. Now, you've got all this stuff.
Ah,
Do
don't
you-
fall,
do
don't
you-
fall, Don't fall. Don't fall.
Sorry. You okay?
Sorry,
can we-
I'm
can
in the
we
middle
have-
of cleaning up while
Okay.
we're talking.
Okay.
Can we have a vault as well?
Hmm.
You know what? That's actually a good idea. Include a detention area, a detention center.
I'm not sure if kidnapping works with superheroes.
You
A
never,
holding,
well,
a
it's not
holding
so-
cell.
A holding, yeah, that's what I said. A detention area,
Yeah, yeah.
detaining,
Detaining,
not
yeah.
a jail.
Yeah.
There's
And
a difference.
yeah, and I think
I don't know. I
um,
figured we'd just give them over to the cops.
That's
you
what I
might-
thought.
you might have to hold them if
Ah.
the cops aren't able to hold on to them because of their superpowers.
There are some. I'm sure we're going to come across people
Yeah.
the cops can't hold on
As
to
long,
at that point in time.
as long as we're not gonna flash them by putting them in the fucking pipe. Just forget about them.
No. And when you say a vault, Kulak, are you saying like a place to keep possessions or
No, a place to keep
evidence
dangerous
locker.
magical objects or something
Ah.
like that if we
An
come across a
evidence
nuke.
locker. Fuck off.
Quarantine area, quarantine
Yep,
section.
quarantine
Okay.
vault sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we find a nuke and we don't know what to do with it, we don't want to give it to the cops. We want to securely store it until we figure out what to do with the big bomb.
Okay, so you're bringing it into your headquarters. Great. right.
Right, hey, what do we do with this nuke, guys? I don't know. Why not bring it home?
Yeah, let's bring it home.
Well,
Don't worry, don't
it's
open the
not
vault
gonna matter
tonight.
if it's
Yeah.
in the middle of town or at our home. It's still gonna kill us.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys.
I'm not
Don't put it in the
too
vault.
sure
I'll put it
about
under my
the,
bed.
taking, Mommy, can I have this nuke? Can I take this nuke home? No, darling.
No.
We
I
have
don't think
bots
you're
at
going
home.
to take it out every day
Yeah.
and feed it.
Yeah,
I was
Daddy
gonna say, I
bought
could
you
take
one
it for
last
a
week, and what
swim.
happened to it? It went up in smoke. No.
I could take it for a swim.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be a good one.
Is there anything else? I think you've got almost everything you need covered. It will take
Everybody's
a while.
room should have a TV and a computer
Yep. They all have
What
their
the
own
fuck's a
communicator.
TV for?
and a communications.
Now, how do I use a computer?
Hey, whether you can use it or not, it's there.
Exactly.
Splosh, splosh,
Do we have a
splosh, splosh,
caretaker,
fuck.
or is there like robotic caretakers?
Well, that my next question was there were two
Remote.
questions. When you're away from your main site, what is the communication? What device are you using communication-wise?
Like I said, there should be a communications room.
Yeah, but for
and-
you guys
yeah,
at
we're
the
gonna-
other end, is it like a communication dot that has just a couple
Yeah.
of miles range, or?
We're definitely gonna have to. What's the max tech on comms in this one?
You probably could get like little com dots that would work on most of you, and I'm sure you could probably get something that's waterproof that could be inside Abyss. So it'd just be
Okay.
somewhere in a body, but I mean, it would still work. You know?
All right, that'll do.
Yeah, and probably you'd
Got
have
it. The signal has got to be encrypted.
yeah, and it would probably give you a range of somewhere between 10 to 15 kilometers, so pretty good range over most of the town.
Yes.
Probably have
Oh, yeah, it
slightly
should
bigger
be
ones in
able
your
to-
cars.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should. It should. Can we also equip them with? Let me try and come up with the correct terminology here. Like police scanner type.
Is
Yeah.
that legal?
And we can just ask the cops for a radio.
No, police scanners are not legal. That does not stop everybody from having one.
I was gonna say that depends on what country you live in.
I was gonna say I thought police scanners were legal. You're just not allowed to listen to the police.
Analog scanners here in New Zealand are legal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of the cops these days will happily use their cell phone to prevent you from listening. And
Yeah.
Yeah, police scanners are illegal. You can still buy them.
Yeah.
You're not
So-
supposed to use them, but
Okay.
yeah.
That's cool. So you could be as you're becoming recognised, and you've already got some good relations with the Palisades Police Headquarters. There's nothing wrong with suggesting that in times of great need or dealing with other supervillains, that here's the number to call, or we can have a line straight to you, because you are beginning to have that establishment happening.
Ooh, the bat phone to Commissioner Gordon.
Something like.
Yes,
But-
I am that old.
Yeah, that's okay. I get it too. And it goes beep beep. It's the bat phone.
God.
I still prefer the kick-ass version. It's in the shape of a giant cock that shines in the sky.
Okay. So yeah. So that could be helpful.
Oh, okay. And we might as well go with the 1987 version of communications with the cops and provide them with a bat signal or whatever the hell we're going to call our team signal.
Yep. No, that's all.
I was
cool.
just thinking like a buzzer that I put on my belt or something would
What
probably
about
work better.
What
Yeah.
about on a clear, non-overcast night where there's no clouds to shine it again?
You know, maybe just shoot me a
Ah,
text.
fuck.
It's entirely up to you guys how you want to do this. I mean, you
Yes,
can.
but I think the buzzer idea is less corny.
I think
That's okay.
I think the red phone's probably the better idea.
Well, you can also have that signal too, because that's good. It you don't have to rely on
Oh
telephones.
yeah, no, yeah, it actually promotes goodwill amongst the populace. And
True.
having the
True.
whatever we're going to call
Shit's
ourselves
going
signal.
down. Oh God, they've turned on the light.
Yeah. Everyone hide. So, the last two questions I had for you, I'll just ask them and you guys can start thinking about and deciding on. So the first one is, you've got all of these different departments, how are you going to populate them and what security is necessary for that? And the last one is, what the hell are you calling yourselves? So
Okay, the underwriter will provide a high-level security team
okay,
and staffing for the place.
okay. So staffing for the place, I'll just get some list of some positions that you think you will definitely need to.
I mean the anonymous underwriter.
Yes.
Eyes
So
going back and forth.
yeah. So you'd want at least 2 people at all times in the comms surveillance room. Would that be right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Would you want
Any
to?
of you guys have like technology? Because I noticed there wasn't a technology trait
No.
or power. So it'd be if at some point somebody gets that, because we could use
It gets wet,
we
it gets
could-
busted.
we could use somebody who could work up an actual AI like Jarvis.
Ooh. Yeah, they're fun when they get out of control.
Yeah, thanks.
I was looking through the the traits and I didn't see anything
Yep.
for.
I was about to say Omnitron, but no, that's not it. What the hell is the name of the one out of DC that Batman creates?
Did Batman
Batman
creates
created an
Brother
AI?
Eye. Brother Eye.
Brother Eye, thank you.
Yeah, Brother Eye.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
That must be something new.
Oh, it's been around for a couple of years. It's very, and it's got out of
Well,
control.
I stopped reading comics like at the end of the.
It's Mr. Terrific
Millennium.
that takes it down, isn't it? Because the technology can't see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wait, is that the one where he uses the phones or something like that?
no, it's he's got a satellite that's invisible to almost everything, including Superman, and it surveils the world and it collates all the information and then basically it sends it down to him, but it gets corrupted and shit hits the fan very quickly. Back to your people. You want a doctor or a nurse, or what would you prefer?
Spiritualist. No.
Holistic medicine.
That
I
works
guess,
on me.
Yeah,
You're
a doctor
a water
and
purifier.
we'll need a doctor and a nurse.
And a
We
nurse.
should have a doctor
Okay.
and a nurse.
I was about to say a
Cool.
water purifier.
They'll give you a filter for that. I don't think you're going to need a trainer in the gym because you're all, I think.
Yeah, because we couldn't
No,
have.
too late,
we're either
we
trainer.
we couldn't come up with a trainer that would be better than what we could do ourselves. so,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yep. And so the only other person, lots of people I can think of would be either security type guards or some
cook.
sort of mechanics, or perhaps a cook. Yeah, or some sort of mechanics for your vehicles.
Yeah,
You do know what a chef is actually like to treat you like, though, Lincoln. He's gonna make you those small dinky meals that are actually like nutritionally balanced.
Well, no, definitely going.
as long
I
as he
will
makes lots
definitely
of them.
have. I will definitely pay for a well-trained chef.
Okay, a chef.
Yeah, it's
I'm
the
not
fact that it's
eating,
like,
I'm
that's
not
not
eating-
nutritionally balanced.
Yeah,
What do you mean
I
by
am
bag of,
definitely not
you know,
eating mundane
crisp stuff?
food. Please,
Okay.
that ain't happening.
Okay. And just lastly, then, you'd want some security people, or you're happy just
Yeah.
with your security system?
Nah, a couple of
I
security
said
guards.
I said I was going to pay for security detail.
Okay, how many people? Like, I'm assuming you'd want like 3 shifts of 8 or something a day. So,
Yeah, I was about to say
how many people on each shift?
2,
Uh,
4.
yeah, that's fine. 4 is fine.
Okay, so 12
So inside
security.
the
Mostly-
camera room. And a
Mostly
couple wandering
I
around.
don't know about the rest of them. I
Yep.
won't be staying
Yep.
at the base.
Yep.
Oh, this is my
But I'm sure.
house.
Yeah, so I figured that. I figure most of the downtime there's going to be at least 1 or 2 of our group that's going to be at the base.
That's right. And just lastly, did you want someone taking care of your vehicles, a mechanic or something?
I said a mechanic. Yeah,
Yep, mechanic.
definitely said. Yeah,
Do we have a
Okay,
cleaner?
it
you're-
would be general staff, I would think. So
Is that for cleaning the pool to get the algae out?
Yes, that's it. They
Don't you
will-
just pour heaps of
we
chlorine?
will get you a pool boy,
You do not
okay?
chlorinate this fucking pool.
We will get you a pool boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I like the pool boy.
17, 18.
He keeps my house nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 22 people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sort of what you got. So you got 22 support staff members and yourselves, and now the big
And a
question.
counsellor.
The councillor.
For the weird shit that goes on.
Well, you might have to bring them in on a case-by-case basis.
I was thinking for our support staff.
Yeah, yeah. I saw some weird shit when I was there on my last shift.
I swear, if Kulak pours alcohol in the pool one more goddamn time,
Yeah.
gets me drunk again.
So, the only other thing is a name for your group. What do you want to be called?
That's a good question, guys. What's the name of the city?
Silver City. It already has
Okay.
the Silver City Sentinels.
We're on the Queen's River, so how about the Queen's Guard?
Ooh,
Hmm.
I'm almost not too upset about that.
Almost not too upset.
That
I'm a
depends,
little
does the
worried
queen-
that might come off as really misleading.
Just as long as your uniforms aren't too lavish, you should be
I was
fine.
about to say, that depends on who's your queen.
Yeah.
Mm. Like
Well-
I said, I'm almost not
well,
too upset.
There's only one woman at the moment in the group, so that puts her in a special role. Yep. So is that what you want to be called, the Queen's Guard?
No,
No.
for more obvious, a more practical reason than that. It's too significant about where we are based. It's named after where our base is. I think no.
Okay.
Why are those superheroes called the Queen's Guard? Do they sound British? No. Let me think. Why would they call them? Hey, you know what? There's a river called the Queen's River right there in town. Do you think maybe they're based there?
Alright, I got an idea.
Nah, yeah. So
Yep.
no.
We're the Clark Street crew. They'll never know where we came from.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, name it after a random street then.
How many
No.
of us are there?
There's
That
5
just
at the
sounds
moment.
like a gang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? How many
Yeah.
of us are there?
5.
I mean, I do wear like jeans and I have
Five?
a bat, so
Like,
Yeah.
West Coast choppers, East Coast lawnmowers!
Yeah.
We could be the Amazing Five.
Yeah.
But what if we lose one?
As
Game
opposed to, I wasn't going to go with the Fantastic Five. Don't even
slightly
start.
above average 4.
Honestly, I think the worst gang was definitely Metaphor.
Metaphor. That's not bad. I actually, yep, that's it. I want to go with Metaphor.
Okay, bye guys.
Oh wait a minute, there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
No, yeah, there's 5 of us. It can't be Metaphor.
Why not? Or how about
Because we're 5
okay.
of us.
Right. So do you
what about
feel
those guys?
those guys? Do you want
Hey, it's those guys.
those guys?
We'll have like the worst recognition from anyone that doesn't
Yeah.
actually know us.
Hey, it's those guys.
Those guys.
But who
Shit.
are they? Oh, they're those guys.
Those guys.
I am
So do you wanna
technically not
be-
a guy.
Do you want to be known from the town you're from, Silver
As those
City,
guys, yeah, no.
or do you
Oh,
want to be
Silver
known?
5. We could be the Silver 5. We could be the Amazing 5. We could be Force 5.
Maybe we should just go for gold, huh?
Gold.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Well,
How about Force 5? Which one? I think Force 5 is good. People can
Uptown
say it.
Heroes.
It comes
Yeah.
off it trips
I was
off
trying
the
to think of
tongue
something.
easily.
yeah.
Straight up,
It's-
Gacha Man.
Uptown Girl? No.
Oh.
Well,
Okay, my vote is for Force 5. Y'all can keep going.
yep. So anyone else want to toss a name in the pot and then we can vote? So you've got Silver City. You just face off a whole lot of the vamp killers. So you could actually call yourself like the Night Crew or something, or like someone suggested.
Like Night Patrol or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
something
go
like
with
that.
something truly stupid. New Age Sentinels.
The New Age Sentinels.
Okay.
3 guys, a girl, and some water.
2 girls, 1 bucket.
3 guys, 1 girl, and
a bucket.
some
Yeah.
water. 3 GLG Aswa. No, can't make it.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. 3
That would
GLG
be more
Aswa.
like 3 boys, 1 girl, and a bucket.
So you'd hear the villains
It'd
go,
be
"Oh
3
my
guys,
God!
1
Look,
gal, and a bucket.
it's 3
Nobody's
GLG
telling my
Aswa."
character girl.
Girl. Okay.
Garrel.
Grill.
Garrel.
It's a grill.
Grill, rightio. So, if you don't want to use Silver City, so think of your power combinations. You've got a puncher, you've got water, you've got someone who affects gravity, and someone who uses magic, and someone who's good with a gun. Does that suggest anything?
Team, what the fuck is going on?
Team Pawagagum.
What about the Silver Shield?
Sorry?
Silver
Silver
Shield?
Shield.
Ooh.
Because Palisades is a defensive wall, and that's where our first major fight was. The Palisade is a shield.
That's not bad.
Okay, so we've got the something 5 and the Silver
Okay.
Shield.
Can we go with what color is Argent? It's a blue, isn't it?
Sorry?
The color Argent.
It's silver, Argent.
Silver is Argent.
Yeah.
Argent Tage.
Argent Tache.
Gesundheit.
I was gonna go Gesundheit, dude.
Argent Taze. Okay.
As
Silver
everybody
Tache.
Well,
wonders,
I mean,
what the hell does that mean?
A
Yeah.
Tage is a form of a shield.
Yeah. And Argent being silver.
Yeah, but your average
Oh, hang
person
on.
isn't going to do
How,
it.
how about the Argent agents? The silver
Yeah, it
agents.
With the AA. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bit-
you know what? Because one of us needs to go to that.
Better than the KKK.
I don't think I'm down for that one.
No. So do you want that in the pile as well to think about? The Argent
Argent
agents.
agents? Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Anything else before you vote?
Nah. I think that's enough to vote.
Okay. So either Silver Shield, Amazing 5, or the Argent agents.
Oh, it's Force 5.
Force 5. Sorry. I thought it was Amazing. Force 5.
Was my original
Yep.
idea, but
Yep.
I dropped it.
So what was that? Force 5?
Silver
But what about
Shield.
5 Force if we reversed it?
5 Force. Yeah. Silver Shield, Force 5 or 5 Force, or the Argent agents. Which one strikes?
Okay, well, I guess we vote.
Yep.
It's probably spelled wrong, but yep.
Is that your order of voting, or is that what you want?
No, I'm just typing them in.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, who wants Force 5?
Me, obviously.
One.
Negative.
Okay. Who wants the Silver Shield?
Yep, that's
I like
me.
Silver
Either
Shield.
that or Silver City Shields.
So, I think that's 2. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, maybe we should make it plural, like Silver Shields.
SCS, yeah, I think SCS is good. Silver City Shield.
So, it would be...
Hey, wait a second. Maybe we shouldn't go with Silver Shield
Why is that?
Double
because
S.
that shortens to SS.
Yeah, that's why I said the Silver City Shield. The SCS.
Silver City Shields. SCS.
Yeah, I think the SCS sounds good.
The only thing I'm thinking with SCS is
Yeah.
if you read it really liberally, it kind of reads as suckus. People could call us suckers.
Suckers. Hey, you suckers.
Oh, we
Well,
really can win here, can't we?
That leaves you with Argent Agents.
As I said way back in the beginning, those guys, you can't go wrong with it.
That is such bad, like, brand recognition, though.
Yeah. Well, turn
I
it
think
around.
we'd get this really
Turn-
cool badge
Yeah.
that would look like a police badge.
How about Agent Argent? And just that's everyone. Agent Argent. I'm an agent of Argent.
No, because then immediately somebody's gonna think Agent Orange,
Really?
and we really don't want to be
Oh, God.
associated with that.
Hey,
Okay.
aren't you the guys that did those war crimes?
Yeah, yeah. Let's say no to that.
Okay, so
What about, like, silver agents?
Yeah.
Silver Agent? But come on, we're coming up with new names again. Let's pick one.
Well, okay, Silver Agents. Put that on the list. So there you go. Let's start again. Force 5. 1. Silver Shield. Sorry, Silver City Shield.
What was the last one?
Yeah, I'm still
yeah.
happy with Silver City Shields.
Yeah, Silver Shield as well.
I still like Silver Shield. I just don't like the connection with SS.
DSS.
Yeah.
But think of
That's
the
the
incredible
SS.
games that could confuse the post Nazis coming to you for help, and you suddenly realise, oh shit. Okay. So you don't.
What
like
if we put
Silver
the in
Agents?
front of it?
The Silver Shield. TSS. Changes it completely. Silver Agent sounds cool though.
TSA.
Yeah.
The silver agents,
Transport,
TSA.
Transport Safety Authority.
No
Yeah,
more
sure,
names.
why not?
Pick one. No more names.
Okay, so we got one for Force Field.
To be honest, you know, Abyss actually does not give a shit.
Okay, so what do Graviton and Kulak want? Out of
My
all
vote's
those?
on the Silver Shield with a T at the start, or Silver City Shield.
Okay, and Kulak? Lincoln.
Yep. Sorry, I was just looking up other names for Shield.
Right.
Tajay, Aegis.
Yep.
Um,
Silver Aegis.
Okay, I changed my vote.
I'd
like-
No, that's TSA.
I like
It's still
Silver
TSA.
Aegis. I like Silver Aegis.
Yeah, I like
Silver
Silver
Aegis,
Aegis.
SA.
Okay,
TSA.
so Silver Aegis.
The only reason I wasn't, you know, claiming Aegis on anything else was unfortunately the fact that I actually have a hero called Aegis.
Mhm.
It's okay. We forgive you.
He's
So is
part of
that-
a member of a group called the Dawn Patrol.
So
let's
the
do
Silver,
it.
the Silver Aegis. Cool.
Silver Aegis.
Done and done.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a name. Great. That gives us
Well,
half
the
an
other
hour to
thing
have the
is
adventure.
that the Aegis isn't just actually considered a shield; it's often considered a cloak.
That's
Mhm.
fine. So you're
Oh.
enclosing the city.
All encompassing. Yep.
Yep. So that's cool. Okay, so I'm going to say that a couple of weeks have now actually gone past. You've got a building. Things are still not quite, everything's still not quite there, but you've got some basic security, some of your basic equipment's going in. Yeah, so the basics can be held. You've got a line to the local precinct over in the Palisades area. They've got a signal that goes on at night if they need to. And yeah, all the other stuff is sort of on back order or whatever. You get a call from a detective. It's late on a Thursday night, and I'm going to call this okay. Yeah, Detective Silvis. That sounds good. With all the silver around. Detective Silvis. He is working on a case, and it was recommended by his senior officers to connect with you to see if you know anything. Apparently, near the docks there, and he's talking about the Queen River docks, obviously. There's been some suspected activity, some illegal activity going on. The rumor has it that a overseas supers, a villain that is, you're not quite sure who, has been engaged with some local gangs and is providing muscle for them to be making some sort of haul on the docks at some stage soon. So he knows it's close by where you are. So he just is notifying you that you might want to include that, or be a little bit more aware when you do your patrols or whatever you do. But that the police are also looking into it.
Sounds like something to look into. Set up patrol areas for.
Okay. So.
Amongst us.
Yep. So, obviously you're not all going to be focused around that one area. Who's taking it tonight?
I will take it tonight if nobody wants it.
Okay. Are you...
I'll probably cruise around one of the various sort of rivers and check out docks and things like that.
Okay, so you're going by sea and you're going by land, basically. Cool. Okay.
And Kulak will be taking his carefully constructed path that avoids all of the pubs and liquor stores.
Right.
You mean he's not going on a pub crawl along the fucking waterfront? Train spotting, yo!
Rightio. So
Some of us should be patrolling other areas.
Yeah.
That was my path. I'll be meandering through town, but dodging all of the bottle shops and bars.
Cool. Okay. Graviton, where are you off to tonight?
So is everyone else pretty much in Uptown right now?
Everyone's... It sounds like although it sounds like Kulak is spreading out a little bit further.
Okay, I'm gonna also spread out.
Yep. Which area do you want to?
I'll head to downtown.
Okay, big area, but that's okay. Where do you sort of focus in downtown? Are you focusing sort of Cobble Hill, East Park? Which sort of area? So just so you know, the area surrounding the Narrows, which is there is a small maximum security prison at one end, and the other end is an asylum.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're sort of in that general area or you're in one of the other areas.
I'd say probably over by Cobble Hill.
Cobble Hill. Okay, cool. Rightio. So, Abyss, can you please give me your new, because you've just got Sneaky, haven't you?
Yep.
Yep, can you give me Sneaky just to see how well you hide?
No fives, so...
Oops, okay, so you're definitely still visible in the water, somehow.
Walking along the surface of the water.
Probably do something, yeah. Or floating halfway up, so your top half of your body is moving across the water plane.
Plowing through like a giant wave that just shouldn't be.
Yeah, why is that one wave only 2 feet across heading upriver? And please can I get Ebon Mystic to give me a hide roll, so that's just a 2d6 roll.
I am cloaking myself.
It's
an illusion that I'm not there.
Okay, that there is more, so you're sticking to like the shadows or something and you're surrounding yourself with some shadow, something like that? So if you can give me, because I think you need a... yeah, give me a roll to see how effective it is. And Abyss, don't you get advantage on sneaky rolls? Don't you get another dice?
I need to see exactly what the
Yep.
That green
Or-
light says that I was successful.
Oh, you're right. It
Yeah.
is. I get advantage.
So one more roll, please, Abyss. So Evan Mystic, you are moving along.
Four.
Three
Fuck me.
fours. At least you're consistent. Evan Mystic, you're feeling quite confident that you're, sticking to the shadows and just using them to the best of your ability.
Mm-hmm.
You
To
move.
facilitate, to spread out the patrol, I am going to bring into existence I'm gonna bring Castiel, Balthazar, Samuel, and Anna.
Right, so you got 4 of them, so they're the small ones.
Mhm.
And what are they coming as?
Yeah.
Animals or shadows or?
Samandril is going to be in the form of a cat,
Yes.
along with Anna. Both of them will be cats.
Yep.
Castiel is going to be a raven, so he'll be flying along.
Right.
And Balthazar's going to be let's see, a monkey.
Okay. Rightio. And they'll be moving around in different directions to you perhaps, and then coming back to report if they see anything. Okay, so can you give me please for each one of them a 1d6 roll?
It's Castiel.
Yep.
That's Balthazar. I think that's Balthazar. One
Yep.
second. That's Balthazar. This is Samandriel. And this is Anna.
Okay, so your first one, the other 3 haven't returned. The first one does return to you. And Abyss, can you give me a 2d6 roll please, just to see if you've seen anything odd?
Yar.
Okay, so you're both pretty much going to arrive. So the docks just on the other side of the motorway that goes over the docks. So just over the other side
Yep.
is where I think it was Balthazar you said.
No, Castiel. Was the first one was Castiel.
Cassio, so the cat form. So the cat
Oh, Castiel was a raven.
Raven, oh well, that makes sense. So the Raven leads you, flies just ahead and leads you to this location. You both are still Abyss. You don't know where Evan Mystic is, but you are. What you both see slightly from different angles. You can see some guys working, moving containers. That's nothing unusual. They do tend to be working in very low light areas. And then now I need you both to give me another 2d6 roll to get a bit more specific information. Well,
I'd say I
think,
got 2 6s.
yeah, and you got a 6. So, okay, so you both can see that they've got someone guarding, and so you can definitely see Abyss men with guns. Ebon Mystic, you not only can you see these guards, but hidden in shadow individuals that would suggest they could be ninjas.
How many?
At the moment you can see about 4.
Okay.
The guards you can see about 4 as well.
Oh.
Yep. Don't forget,
I'm
guys,
going to.
you do have communicators.
That's what I was about to do.
Yep.
I'm going to send out an alert to the other.
Alert.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sending an alert out to the other 2 who are players. Gentlemen, we seem to have found some activity. If you're not too busy, can you come down to the docks?
By the Queen's Bridge, basically it's called.
The Queensbridge.
Yeah, the Queensbridge on ramp, off ramp. I'm not sure. Hang on, it's on ramp.
So I'm going to do my best to stay hidden, wait for the others, and keep
Yep.
an eye on these armed gentlemen.
And of course, having a communicator, you'll know exactly what's just been said. Can I go to Graviton first? So, Kulak, you'd be, I guess, turning around and trying to make all speed. You are aware that I think Graviton, you do have teleportation. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
So you are aware that your friend does have. So I think it might be good that you guys just remind each other what powers you know each other has. So Ebon Mystic has spells, and you can summon forth some creatures.
I have spells and I can summon shadows.
Yep, summon shadows. Abyss is a creature made of water that can blast water and regenerate if she's in water. Kulak has great strength. Anything
It's
else?
really fast.
Fast and now regenerative.
Yeah.
Graviton controls gravity as well as having a minimal sort of teleport. Was there anything else, Graviton?
No, that's it for powers.
Okay, rightio. So, you sort of have an idea. So, Graviton, your power works, your teleport works on sight, doesn't it?
Correct.
So you could technically, you could be in Midtown somewhere, and if you can see a tall building in Uptown, you could teleport to that, to the roof.
Well, I'm in downtown,
Yeah.
so
But you could technically teleport up to Uptown by going for the tallest building, because you could.
oh
see
yeah,
it.
yeah. I was thinking like go to the top of a tall building in downtown so I can see a building that's far away.
Okay, so you can easily pop yourself up there. Boom, boom. You know that Kulak was patrolling somewhere in Uptown. Of course, you don't know where.
Okay.
So, are you two having a conversation? Because the other two sound like they're going to wait for you to gather.
Cool. I'll start heading over. Can you carry
I
some
don't-
your teleport or?
Not with the teleport. I don't think it works
Hmm
in a way that lets me do that. Let me double
In which
check.
case, I'll merge into traffic and start passing cars.
Show off.
And no, it's limited to myself at this rank.
Okay. Rightio. So, are you telling either Ebon, Mystic, or Abyss that you are making an approach, Kulak?
Kulak is on the way.
Right. So your ETA.
I'll stop a while outside of the docks. I won't come into the docks. Shout
Yep.
out when you want me to enter.
Rightio. So
Okay.
it
And
would take you about 20 minutes
where-
to get from where you are to the docks at your speed.
whereabouts on the docks?
So they are on the on-ramp, which is this white thing here, on the Queensbridge. They are immediately in front of it. So the bridge acts as a bit of a shadow for what some of these guys are doing.
Oh, those docks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're going to since they're on the on ramp, it's clear that once they finish loading up whatever they're loading up, they're planning on using the on ramp to escape.
Well, not quite sure yet. You know they're loading up on a small truck, like not a big semi or anything, but
Okay.
let's say the crates are approximately 4 or 5 feet square or cube, and they can load around about 6 of them. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Okay,
7, 8,
I know
9,
what
10,
I'm
12.
going to do.
12 of them in the truck would be it. So they've got 2 in at the moment. So they're trying to get
Okay.
the other 10 in. There's nothing that you can see at the moment on the wooden crates to say what it is or where it's from even. So you're not sure what you're dealing with in those things. Yeah.
Okay, not a problem.
Yeah.
I already have plans.
Okay. So are you waiting
It's
for
going to take them.
your team to get into position, or?
Actually, no, because it's going to
No?
take them 20 minutes, and I don't know how long it's going to take these guys to load up. What
Do-
about you, Abyss? What is your plans?
I'm basically gonna hold till we're ready and we have the numbers to take all the guards that have got guns.
I will facilitate just in case they get ready to go before our fellows get here.
Okay.
So, I am
just
focusing.
Just as you do that, you've given Graviton a chance to do 3 actions. So the first one is to jump
Okay.
up to the top of the building. The next one is to jump up to the tallest building in Uptown. Is that correct?
Yep.
So that would be this one here with the M in it. It's where all the metro lines meet.
Okay.
And from there you would see the Queensbridge. So you could probably teleport onto the Queensbridge. It's like at a pedestrian or a bike lane sort of thing. Not going to
Yeah, I'll
teleport
do
straight in
that
front
to,
of
like,
cars or anything.
like a side area, not literally directly on the bridge.
Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, nothing like that. Yeah. So I'm going to say, just for sake, you are roughly here at that point
Okay.
on that side. So you're overlooking, if you were to overlook the side, but you might not want to give away your position. Okay, and
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
can
stay more subtle.
yeah, and you can probably inform even Mystic and Abyss that you're standing by, ready to jump in. If you
Alright,
need
I
to.
do that. I just say basically, alright, I'm on the bridge.
Yeah. So
Wonderful.
Kulak, you've got super speed 1, is that right?
That's correct.
And what's the ability give you?
I get a dodge action after movement.
Okay, and this is one of those things that's not really
Yep.
mentioned. So I'm trying to work out, so probably you can move at around about 10 times the speed of a normal human. So a normal human runs at around about, no, that would be too much, 5 times. So a normal human runs around about, I think, what's the top speed of a human? About 20k?
45
45.
kilometers is maximum running.
45, okay, rightio. So 5 times 45. That's how fast you can move. So that's 200 and something miles an hour.
225.
225,
Miles.
or kilometers an hour.
I was gonna say miles per hour is fucking fast.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty damn fast.
So
That would take him less than 20 minutes.
Even,
Yeah,
even
it
in
will.
kilometers,
Will.
that's pretty fast.
Yeah,
I can run into someone and I'll pace them.
you don't do that. 225 miles, kilometers, sorry, an hour. So every minute, that's a 60th. So you have to calculate whatever that is. A 60th of 220. And then we've got to divide it.
I
even
don't do
further.
math, so don't look at me.
No, I'm getting
3.6 is 220 divided by 60.
3.6. So 3.6 kilometers a minute. Divide that by, God almighty, come on brain. Each turn is equal to that. Right, okay. So, I'm going to say that's then probably going to take you, because it's just going to be move, isn't it, until you get there.
Double move, yep.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So that is probably going to take you a minute, which means you would be somewhere about here right now when you're about to do something, Evan Abyss. Sorry, I just needed to work that out. So he's actually a lot closer than.
Totally understand. From my hidden spot,
Yep.
I concentrate on the wheel hubs of the truck
Yep.
and twirl my finger as I loosen the lug nuts.
Okay.
And I will be focusing. So this would be a basic roll, right?
Yep. But the thing I'm going to say is you're going to be able to do it on one tire at a time.
Oh yeah. I pretty much figured that.
Okay. Yep. So you're focusing, which I think gives you a 3, 4, 5.
And I
think.
got a 5 and a 4.
Okay. So the lug nuts come off the tire, and you probably move them somewhere out of the way. They don't just drop on the ground.
Just roll them underneath the truck. Out of
Okay.
sight, out of mind.
Rightio. So you're doing that. So probably 20 seconds after you've done that, Kulak could say he's ready.
Okay. Well, I will let you know where, from my vantage point, where I seen people. So the 4 guards, the 4 maybe ninjas,
Yep.
and how many people are doing the
There's
logging?
around about 6 other people.
Okay.
So, just give me a second. I just want to see whether or not your little wheel problem has created an issue this round. Not this round. The wheel is still on. So,
Initiative yet?
sorry?
Initiative yet?
I missed that, sorry Tara.
Initiative yet?
Initiative.
Oh, I see what you meant, yes, sorry. Yes, please, so everyone 2d6. And I'm just going to roll for their side in 1 hit. 7 for them, 9 for Evan Mystic, 4 for Abyss, 6 for Kulak, 7 for Bruno. Okay, Graviton, you're the hero, you get to go first.
Okay, so the
Hmm?
car is starting to drive away now.
No, they're still, you haven't seen what Evan Mystic has done, she hasn't been able to tell anyone, but they're
Oh,
still
okay.
loading on. They've just finished putting in crate number 3, and that means they've got another 9 crates to go. You can easily see the guards. They appear to have some sort of submachine guns of some sort, or Uzis, something of that nature.
And you said there were 6. Is it 6 guards in total or people in total?
4 guards with guns and 6 people loading on the crates.
10
Okay.
total.
Got it. Thank you.
And Evan Mystic said that, also made mention that there's 4 what she considers might be ninjas in the shadows, which she can't really point out to you guys because she can see them, but she doesn't have a point of reference for you guys all coming from different angles.
So I can't see the ninjas then, right?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna target 3 of the 4 guards with the submachine guns with my Gravitix.
Cool, make your roll.
They make their rolls.
Yeah, what are we going to do? Do a save throw?
Just a save roll.
A save roll, standard save roll. Okay, number 1. Nope. Number 2. Nope. Number 3. Nope, all 3 of them.
Okay, that was my first action.
Yep, so what
Yeah.
happens there? They all fall to the ground?
Gravity weighs down on them and they all
Action.
just...
They lose an action, isn't it?
Yeah, they all lose an action. In terms of how it looks, they all slam to the ground.
Okay, yep, and lose an action, yep.
And I'm doing it again against the same 3.
Ooh. Doubling up, cool, okay. First guy makes it, so
Pass.
he's only lost 1. Second guy, last guy, no, he only got 1.
Okay.
Yep, but they've lost 1, so they'll all trip over or fall over, and I'll get their action. So they're up next. The guys, because there's nothing obvious happening to
Rolled a
them.
9, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you go first.
Oh,
Sorry, I thought you were on 7. What are you doing?
It's okay.
Evan Mystic?
I wouldn't interfere with what he was doing.
Yeah.
I won't, interfere. I am recalling all 4 of my minions,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to do another the front tire on the truck.
Okay, that's your 2. That's all cool. We come down to the 7. The people stop at the
Nope.
crates.
Oh yeah, I got a 5. So yeah, success.
Cool. Okay, so that's one of the front tires. Yes.
That was one of the front tires.
So I'm going to say you've got all the tires on the right.
Okay.
And they stop and say, "What the hell?" And the guys who are on the ground sort of look around. They're putting the guns on the ground and they slowly get themselves up. Not really sure what the hell's going on, but that's all they can do. So they're not doing anything else. So your distraction worked really well because they didn't see what she was doing. And who's next? Is it Kulak on a 6? Kulak's on a 6, Abyss is on a 4.
Nobody said go yet, have they?
No. So you're just waiting?
Sorry about that.
So Kulak is just bouncing around outside, down the street a bit, wondering what the fuck's going on, guys? Come on! I'm here. Are we going yet?
Oops, sorry about that.
And so I'll
yeah.
stay waiting outside.
So you get the yes, what are you doing?
Getting the yes. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Boosting my way in. Just charge straight in through the centre. What do I see? And who do I close on?
Well, you break. You don't see anything at the moment. You basically go through. Either you can go around, zigzagging, or you can break the arm barriers that are
No,
down.
I won't break public property.
Okay, so
Costs me.
yep, and you run pretty quickly to where the docks are. You are actually a little bit higher than the others, so you're sort of around up here somewhere, where they're all sort of down here somewhere. So you sort of see the long line of docks, so you're going to have to be running, so that's going to be basically all you can do this round is just run to get there.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, and Abyss.
I'm gonna try and use my water power to pop one of the left-hand tires.
Okay, so you're going to a whoosh of water to pop it.
Yeah, like a drill or something.
A narrow finger of water.
Nope.
Okay. And I need you to make a sneaky roll as well to make sure no one sees that.
They did
Could
not.
focus. You
Cool.
could take an action to focus, and that would
Yep.
have been success.
That would have helped, yeah. Okay. So what else are you doing, Abyss? If you just-
Try and sneak closer using any of the waterways that might be about, or
okay,
again just trying to make myself as translucent as possible and sneak closer.
all good. Yep. Make a roll for sneaky.
Yep, 1 and 5. In there.
Okay, so what you've actually managed to do is actually entwine yourself up one of the big poles that holds up the one of the pier poles. So you're sort of viewing just on the floor level, just your eyes are just above the floor level, so you can have a really good view of what's happening from that angle point. So you can see a truck, sorry. You can actually see a car in front of it. You can see there's two guys, one almost immediately to your left and one a bit further down to your right, about, I don't know, 15-20 feet. They're around about 5-10 feet away from the edge of the pier where you are. The truck itself is around about 20 feet away from you. You can see some guys behind it, they're lifting up, and you can see that they're now down to 7 crates. That's about what you can see obvious. If you can give me another 2d6 roll, please.
There's a 5 in there.
Okay, because you know he's roughly where he is, you've sighted where Graviton is, and you've sighted way in the distance where Kulak is coming in at great speed.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see that you're still not quite sure where Ebon Mystic is, but then she is hiding in shadow, and that's a bit more difficult to tell. But she's somewhere towards, you would estimate, around about somewhere in the 30 to 50 feet away from you, behind the truck, past the boxes that are on the ground.
Right.
Ebon Mystic, before you do anything else, can I get another 2d6 roll, please?
Okay.
And I'll get a 1d6 roll, please, from Graviton. Oh, okay. Ebon Mystic and Graviton. You can see that out of the shadows, jumping onto the top of the truck, is this figure. This figure is dressed in what looks like oriental laminated armor, in a samurai style, but all in scarlet. And that's where we'll leave it tonight.
Oh,
Ah!